There's nothing better than getting dividend payments from the stocks that you invest in, and since we're heading toward the end of Q3, most companies have been paying out their September dividends. So today I wanted to go over the total amount I've received this month in dividends from the stocks that are in my portfolio. We're going to go over each dividend payment from a specific company that I own, then we'll add it all up at the very end. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I talk a lot about building wealth and building passive income over the long term by investing in the stock market. So if that's something you're interested in, then you might want to consider checking out a few of my other videos and subscribing to the channel. Alright, so jumping right into my dividend payments for September, and starting at the beginning of the month, we have an $8.40 payment from Starbulk. And Starbulk is a high dividend yield stock that I actually decided to sell recently because it just doesn't really fit my investing style, and the stock wasn't really growing, plus its dividend yield kept just going lower and lower, so I decided to sell. It's one of those stocks that isn't very sustainable because the share price will jump up and down, but then the yield will drop significantly too. So Starbulk is no longer in my portfolio, but I got that nice little dividend payment on the 7th of September. This next one is an ETF that I talk about quite a bit on my channel because it's one of my favorites to invest in. It's JEPQ, which is a NASDAQ covered call ETF that pays out monthly dividends. And on the 7th, I got paid $13.07. JEPI is very similar to JEPQ. They're both owned and managed by JP Morgan, so the dividend payments land on the same day. So on the 7th of this month, I also got an $8.79 dividend from JEPI. On September 8th, I got a $6.78 dividend from Costco, which is one of my bigger positions in the portfolio, and I've been holding this stock for about 2 years now. SPGI, or S&P Global, paid me $1.90 on the 12th, which isn't nearly as big as the one on the 14th from Microsoft at $13.33. Microsoft is one of the biggest holdings in my portfolio. I currently own about 32 shares worth, which is about a $10,000 investment. On the 15th, I got 5 different dividend payments, so that was a pretty big payday. $5 from Cintas, $1 from O'Realty, another $4 from Arthur Gallagher, $1.60 from Corteva, and then 56 cents from OBDC. But then on the 18th, I got the biggest dividend paycheck of the month at $45.04 from TSLY, which is kind of a controversial one since it carries a lot of risk. But I have gone into deeper detail on this ETF in a different video, so you can always go check that out if you're curious. On the 19th, I got 2 dividends, one from United Health at $2.79, then another one from Linde at $2.59. Then I got one payment on the 21st, which was just a few days ago, from XLK at $2.33. So these next few haven't happened yet because the month isn't quite over. It's the 23rd as of when this was filmed. But I'm sure by the time you guys watch this, it will be well into the next month. So these next few are scheduled or pending dividends that just haven't been paid out yet. So on the 25th, we have both Schwab ETFs paying their dividends, with SCHG at $1.27 and SCHD paying $4.58. Then on the 27th, a 98-cent dividend from SPYI, followed by 4 payments on the 29th, which is the last business day of the month. So these last 4 are Broadcom at $3.57, Wesco at $1.42, OCSL with $3.85. Then the very last one, which is one of my favorite dividend stocks, is PepsiCo, paying $9.49. Now, adding all of these dividend payments up, the total amount I made for the month of September is $142.56. And I noticed some of you that might not sound like a lot since my portfolio is valued at a little over $50,000, but this portfolio isn't necessarily focused on dividend income, but rather mostly capital growth. So with it being a portfolio not only centered on dividend stocks, that's still a decent amount of cash that I can reinvest, but it would definitely be a lot higher if it was a dividend-focused portfolio. And something to keep in mind too is that any dividend income that you receive will be taxed at the end of the year, so it's important to remember that come tax season at the beginning of next year. Alright guys, so as I was editing this video, I realized that I made a huge mistake and I actually missed the biggest dividend payment of the month, which is coming up on the 27th of September from pbr-a. This is a Brazilian oil and gas company that has a pretty high dividend yield. I think it's currently at about 40%. So I completely missed this payment earlier, but it's going to be $79.45, which bumps my total dividend income for this month up to $222.01. So I just wanted to make that quick clarification there. Now let's get back to the outro. Hope you guys enjoy these types of videos. If you have any questions at all about my portfolio or my investing style, feel free to reach out in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.